house of Japan Outpost. Today I'm here in Manchester in front of a British pub. So let's see what's going on inside. I was waiting for you with my friend, Turkish guy. So, can I have your name please?
I'm Chris Kirkham.
Oh, so you are, I understand you're the organizer of this Manchester Go Club.
That's right.
Are you? How long you have been doing this?
I've been in charge, I guess, 15 years?
That's a long time. Wow.
Something like that.
Did you start the Go Club in Manchester?
No, there was a man who moved away from Manchester who was originally the organiser.
Oh, so he was doing it before you?
Yes.
Ah, so you took over?
Yeah.
Do you know why it started in Manchester?
Not really, no. There was somebody who I never met who started it before the man I took over from. But I think it started back in the 1970s sometime.
So you joined Go Club yourself, and then you started. How many people were there back then?
About a dozen.
Wow.
Yeah.
How has it been? The same number of people?
It has been bigger, but it's now back to about a dozen active players, I'd say. About that.
I see. So, was it easy for you to find the Go Club back then?
Yeah, it met in a community centre, which was a funny little Nissen hut. You know what I mean by a Nissen hut? It's a sort of metal sort of like like they have in nurseries when they grow plants, except it wasn't glass or polythene; it was metal. So it was a strange building. The chess club used to meet there as well.
I see.
They had tables and we went to play there. But we've moved all over the place since then, mainly pubs.
As an organizer, what kind of things you do?
I'm just mainly the contact point. People need someone to ring up or to contact to say where is the club, is it running at the moment, how many members does it got?
I see.
Again, this is something that's changed over the years. Originally, we used to distribute the Go journals to the members. Members used to join the British Go Association through the club. That's not true anymore. Now they join individually. So the organiser has less to do. Also, I mean, back then we used to pay a rent for the premises, and then I used to have to collect money off people and issue receipts. And again, we don't do that now. We meet in rooms where we don't have to pay rent.
Okay, clever.
This is good.
Yeah. How long you have been doing here in this location?
A couple of years, yeah.
Couple of years. Is it going well?
Well, it's not always ideal. Sometimes the music's too noisy. Sometimes it's a bit crowded.
Nice building though. Very British looking.
Yeah,
Beautiful building.
Yeah.
I see.
But I remember one of the times we came here, we had a German member, and the range of beers then were Spitfire and Bomber, Lancashire Bomber.
Oh really?
And he thought. He felt a bit threatened. He thought we were raising the Second World War.
Oh, Bombardier.
Bombardier. There were various military sort of names for the beers, which.
I see. And so, anyway, personally, would you tell me why or how you got interested in playing Go?
I'm a computer scientist, so I saw someone who, as a project, just created a good picture of a Go board and animated the placement of stones and the capture of pieces. And it was a game I'd never seen before, so that led me to find out about it.
Why that guy knew about it? Why did he do it?
He wasn't actually interested in the game, he just wanted a project, I think. I mean, and doing things with graphics was then quite difficult. This is back in the late 60s, and graphic displays were very primitive. So actually doing this and making it look pretty was quite a decent project.
So that's how you first time learned about Go?
Yeah.
Then so you got interested?
I got interested and I found someone else who knew the game. And I played for a few years, and then I got in touch with the British Go Association to find a club in Manchester.
So was it easy to find the British Go Association? How did you learn about it?
It wasn't that easy in those days because that was before the internet.
Yeah,
that's right.
no internet.
So I forget how I learned about it from this other person who knew, and he'd learned about it. He'd learned about the game when he was an undergraduate at university, and so he knew about the British Go Association from the university. I think that was York. So yeah, it was quite difficult.
How did you learn? How did you study how to play Go? Just by playing with other people?
Well, there are a few books, but they were difficult in those days. There were lots of Japanese terms that weren't really obvious, and the books were sometimes quite advanced. So even now, some of the books that I learned from, I look at and I think I don't really understand this properly yet.
I see. Okay.
Richard is laughing because he knows what I mean.
Anyway, so do you play chess yourself?
I used to, but once I've taken up Go, I gave up chess.
Why do you think you like Go better than chess? In what way?
There are a couple of reasons. I like the fact that you can fight in different parts of the board and win in one part and lose in another. It's a sort of more varied game than chess. Chess has the one objective and you keep going for it. I also like the fact that computers can't beat people at Go. Chess now has got less interesting since the computer exploits mean that they can beat world champions, and that's very sad to me because I'm a computer scientist and I don't want to play something that a computer can do better than I can.
That's so true. I didn't know about it. So, for Go, that hasn't happened, right?
It's not really happened, no. They got stronger in the last 10 years, but it's still not really excellent.
I hope it will never happen.
So do I.
Yeah, I see. So you like Go better?
Yeah, well, I've always liked Go better, but I say that's an added edge to the reason.
Do you think there's any personality or characteristic difference between chess player and Go player?
I know some people who play both games, and I know people who've taken up Go after playing chess and then gone back to chess. So I don't think there's that much difference.
So not the difference, yeah.
I like to think people who play Go are cleverer, but...
That's true. That's true. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have your name? Robin. Robin, so can I ask...
Robert.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Robert, so can I ask you, you're a member of Go Club?
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been a member?
I've been playing for just over 12 months now.
12 months? So you're relatively new then?
Yeah.
How did you find out about the club?
I used to volunteer in a bookstore, in a charity bookstore where they got donation books in, and one of the donations had a pamphlet about Go in it.
Oh.
And I just had a flick through it and just like, this seems interesting. Because I used, like Gary, I used to play chess, but I hadn't played it for years before that, before finding this pamphlet, and then I thought, this seems interesting, I might start playing this, and then came and found the Go Club and started playing.
Okay. So you know, as a British person, you would think that chess is the probably most popular thing or common thing to play, and then so why you think you like Go, or did you switch to Go?
I think it's it's a fascinating game. There's probably more to it than chess. It seems as though it's a simple game to learn, but it's one of those games you probably spend the rest of your life learning because of all the subtleties in the game. I feel as though there's more scope to golf than chess. So that's why I'm attracted to it. That's why I spent many years playing it and trying to get better. I think I'll spend the rest of my life trying to get better as well.
I see. So you prefer golf now?
I prefer golf now, yes. I still enjoy playing chess, but I'm more attracted to golf.
How nice. Can I have your name, please?
My name's Richard Moles.
Okay. So, Richard, you are the member of a golf club.
That's right, yeah.
How long you have been?
Maybe 10 years or so.
10 years? That's a long time. Wow. How did you find out about this club?
I must have seen it on the
internet. Okay. You're from Manchester?
Yes, I've been living in Manchester for the last 35 years.
Okay, wow. So, how did you start playing golf? How did you learn about it?
Well, I've been interested in all sorts of games. I have two older brothers, and so they were all keen on games. So I played almost every game you can imagine. And I was working including shogi, so I picked up shogi from a book. But anyway, I was accompanied and we do some work in South Korea. So when I was in South Korea, I was reading a newspaper, or looking at a newspaper, I should say. I was being driven somewhere and I had nothing better to do than look at the funny script in the newspaper. And they showed a go board with some stones on it, and when I asked people about it, they were unable to describe succinctly what the game was about, and so that sparked my interest in it.
How interesting!
It must be reasonably complicated if they could explain it to me.
So the first time you learned about it was in South Korea?
That's right.
That's a very interesting thing. So you came back to Manchester and then you started to look for it or something like that? Or?
No, eventually I married somebody from South Korea who doesn't play golf. And strangely and sadly, I have to say, that we were on holiday on our honeymoon Saturday. We were in Epcot, and in Epcot they have all the different countries around the lakes, and one of them was like a mini Japan. And in this mini Japan place was a Japanese shop, and in there was this go book, so I picked up a go book.
That was in South Korea, you said?
No, that was in Florida.
Oh, sorry, Florida. Yes, of course, yeah. So, interesting. So elsewhere, you find out about Go and then...
Yes, I didn't find out very much.
Very interesting.
It was very hard when I first played though, because I had to teach other people how to play and I didn't know how to play. So I played the world's worst Go for a while.
Why? So you said you played all kinds of games, including shogi, and do you think you like Go most now? Or?
Absolutely, I play almost nothing else.
Oh really? Why do you think you like Go more?
Unlike chess, you don't really, if you want to get to a reasonable standard, you don't actually have to memorise much. My memory is shocking. But I'm reasonably good at being given difficult problems and trying to solve them. So it's a very good thing if you like solving problems. So as an engineer, I'm an engineer.
That's what we didn't think about.
So Go is a simpler maybe than chess?
No, it's no simpler. It's merely that I think it's because of the size and the multiple battles that go on, there aren't very standard games. The number of different permutations of Go is more than all the particles in the universe. Whereas the number of games of chess is maybe the number of particles in the solar system.
Okay.
The difference in the complexity is very large, and so set patterns hardly exist in comparison to chess.
Interesting. More flexible.
Yes, flexibility is completely important.
And you think you like that?
Yes, because I've got a shocking memory.
I see, interesting. Okay. Have you ever been to a tournament or anything?
Yes. Yeah, I've been to the Manchester tournament.
How did you do?
Last 10 years or so. I won it the last couple of years, but that was only because it was a very poor tournament. So I'm hoping that stronger players will come this time, and I will be completely destroyed. What should happen?
Okay, well thank you very much.